So what is the main concern as it is reflected in your research projects, maybe published work?
Okay, well, I don't have a lot of published work yet, but my main concern is with, two things. Precarious embodiment. So I'm concerned about how we live in worlds that I call precarious, and I think that there's a lot of different processes that participate to the reproduction of precarity in multiple forms, and that these also take material forms as well, and that I see the world as becoming saturated with more and more precarity. I don't think it's the only way in which the world can materialize, but it's definitely the dominant feature now, and I think that
you're interested in materialist studies as well?
Yes, new feminist materialism, especially, I've been using, and that's what I'm trying to bring into care ethics, but also because I see feminist new materialism as an ethics of care, practices of care as well, right? But very rarely hear about it when I look at more care ethics.
And what research in your field still needs to be undertaken?
It's interesting because the field in which I am now is very different from my training. I did political philosophy and feminist philosophy, which was very theoretical. And now I work in the Department of Family Medicine in a health research center in a hospital. And so the work we do is I work with people who are trained in primary care and family medicine, and they're big hearts, and they're trying to improve care for the most vulnerable, and they aim to work at projects that are much more participatory. They kind of realize that things are not working, that some people are still not getting care. There's a lot of health inequity, and they're trying to address these issues in different ways. So for me, it's very inspiring right now because there's a move toward thinking about health in a more perspective of well-being, and the people who are trained in the hard science are not trying to think about the intersection and interconnectedness between the social, the environmental, the political, and health, right? And so moving away from this medical conception of health.
So if you had a magic wand, what would you change?
A magic wand, what could I change? It's what could I change?
What do you dream about?
What do I dream about? I do dream about worlds where we're not just focusing on objects of security and insecurity, and we're capable of thinking about ways in which we want to live creatively together. So I think that right now we're just focusing on what are the things that make me insecure and how I can be more secure. And I find that those are more negative driven type of worlds.
Thank you.